You are what you think. Just like the common expression, you are what you eat. What we consume mentally is just as important as what we consume physically. So if you're one of those young people who is out there struggling with self-confidence and having that, how do you get it? Where do you find it? And this is the video just for you. Stay tuned. Okay, so no one said it was going to be easy, right? Self-confidence and being that confident person is a challenge, even for most adults, right? We're always wondering about what other people think, how other people feel, what are they thinking about us? And it is a constant cycle that we need to just remind ourselves that what other people think about us or how other people feel about us isn't as important as what do we think and feel about ourselves, right? So let's look at this example. When you wake up in the morning, what is the first thing that you think about in your mind, right? And if you can't remember, then the next time you wake up in the morning, make that a habit. Like, what do I think when I first wake up? If you find that you're thinking, oh, this is going to be a great day, I'm really excited about it, then your thoughts are genuinely positive or on the something that's going to benefit you. However, if you wake up and you're like, oh, I don't want to get up, I just want to hit the snooze button, why do I have to get up so early? Then you want to ask yourself, what is it that is making you want to hit that snooze button and not be excited about getting up in the morning, right? So this plays into confidence. How you feel about life in general usually is how you feel about yourself. And if you have self-confidence, then most likely you are excited and emotional and ready to go and happy to accept all of the things that comes at you in life, right? But if you're not, if you're insecure, if you're not really sure about yourself, if you look in the mirror and you're not really seeing or saying a whole lot of positive things, if you're wishing you could be or have somebody else's life, then most likely is that you are not self-confident. So how do we change this, right? How do we get you to that moment where you can feel self-confident? I want you to look at these images, and as you look at them and read them, okay, I want you to think about what the lesson and what the meaning is in them. So here you go. I want her long legs so bad. If I was her height, I would probably have an easier time finding a boyfriend. What I would give to have a bigger butt. She can probably fit into jeans without any problem. Wow, her boobs make that top look amazing. Must be nice to have natural cleavage. I wish my boobs were small like hers, so it wouldn't hurt so much when I run. Sorry, you can have it. Oops, please, go ahead. I just wanted to say, I think you're really pretty. Now, as you read them off, right? The one girl wanted to be like the other wanted to be like that one. This is generally the truth about everybody. We are wishing that we had somebody else's life. We are wishing we had somebody else's looks. We are wishing because we aren't happy with ourselves. The one lesson that I learned way later on in life, not when I was in high school, was that once I was confident in me, I loved me, I was happy with me, and not concerned with what I thought other people were thinking about me, which usually was wrong anyways, I was able to be so much more confident and feel so much more comfortable with me, with myself. Now, it's not easy, trust me. Most adults do not have great self-confidence, right? We are always looking to seeing what other people are doing, what other people are saying, what will they do? And then depending on what they do, then I'll choose what I'm going to do. Yes, that is correct. So let me take you back to when I was in middle school, high school. I was an overweight child, very insecure, looking to belong and be a part of something, anything. And so I spent a lot of time trying to fit in. Where would I fit in? Who would I fit in with? Will they like me for me? How can I be more like them? And I went through all of these different stages, right? Depending on the group of friends that I was with. But the problem is that I was never me. I didn't know who I was, Kristi. I knew who I was when I was with this group of friends. I knew who I was when I was with this group of friends, but always feeling insecure, not confident, and had really low self-esteem. See, being overweight in your teenage years is not an easy task, right? You get made fun of. People don't understand. They just think that you eat all the time and don't realize it's really a different underneath emotion, way of self-soothing, right? Or perfectionism. I also wanted everything to be perfect, everything to be just so. And so when I went from being overweight to that perfectionistic aspect, it was really hard because I was trying to be what I thought other people wanted me to be. Or I was trying to be what I thought was the best, what society thought I should be, right? And so in looking outside for gratification, for acceptance, you're always trying to be someone that you're not really sure who that person is, right? So the first thing that you need to do is realize who you are, who you want to be, and people will accept you for being that person. And if they don't, they don't, right? So it wasn't until when I was in 12th grade, right, that as this overweight young girl, I decided that I was going to take my training to be a lifeguard. Now, picture it, okay? I'm overweight, and for the class, I had to wear a bathing suit. Most of the people on the team most of the people that were in the class were on the swim team, right? So they're all fit, they could swim really fast. And the only way you could get into the class is that you had to be able to swim down and back. I think it was in less than 2 minutes. And I think you needed to be able to do 40 laps without stopping. Okay, picture that. I hadn't swam. I mean, I knew how to swim. I didn't exercise. I struggled. Like, obviously, I did not make the test the first time. And I think I was the only one. I don't recall off the top of my head right now. But it was something I really wanted. I wanted to be able to spend my summers in a job working outside by a pool. It's a difficult job, don't get me wrong. It's not something that is, ooh, how nice, you know, it's not Baywatch. But I had it in myself that I really wanted to do this. So I went in every day during my study halls, during my lunch, and I swam to build up that strength, to build up that momentum. And little by little, I started finding that confidence within me to say, you know what? Maybe I can do things that I didn't think I was able to do. And that started giving me a sense of my own identity. Me being me. And that was just the beginning. It was many years later that today now, that I found my own voice, my own confidence in my own way of being. So by me creating this video right now for you, the important lesson is this, is that I don't want you to be 40 years old in finding your self-confidence, right? So what can you start doing today that will help you? One of the things I often do, no matter what I look like in the morning, is positive affirmations, right? I look at myself in the mirror and I say, oh my goodness, you look so beautiful today. You know, even if I have bags under my eye, even if there's no makeup on, even if I would scare the bejesus out of anybody, right? But when you truly love yourself, you know, you accept yourself for who you are. And the more you say it, whether you believe it or not, the first time, the 10th time, the 20th time, the 100th time, you then start to believe it and you start to see yourself in a different way. You know, take that quality of yourself that you really don't like and tell yourself how beautiful it is, how great it is, right? Be kind to yourself. You know, when you wake up in the morning, if you're usually like, I'm going to hit the snooze button, what do you need to do to be excited about that day? What's something that would excite you? Or just every day when you wake up to say, today is a good day to have a great day, right? It's simple. It's easy. Positive affirmations are great. Little quotes are great. You are great and you are meant for greatness, right? We don't think that because there's somewhere in the middle where society and school and everything tells us that we're supposed to be one way. We're supposed to do this. We're supposed to have this life. We're supposed to be realistic. Yeah, how did some people accomplish their goals and their dreams? While the majority of others did not. And that was because they did not listen to what other people said. They set their own goals, they believed in themselves, and they had confidence that they could do it. It's not easy. So this is the first step for you, right? So create those positive statements. Write down your goals. And then ask yourself, what are you consuming, right? Consuming in the sense of mentally, what are you listening to, right? Are you listening to the news? Are you listening to negative talk? Are you listening to your friends gossip about other people? Are you listening to your parents argue, or are you listening to them talk about the world today or politics? Get yourself away from that. Find good things to listen to. There's lots of great podcasts out there. Mine is the Secret to Success Isn't So Secret podcast. It's great, motivational, inspirational, and find and read and listen to things that is going to help you be better and more confident in yourself. Not what is going to bring you down and make you feel worse about yourself. If you're suffering from anxiety, depression, what is it that you don't feel good about? Right? And what is one action, one step today that you can use to change that, to make yourself feel better, right? Find somebody you admire. Find their story. How did they get to be where they are? Because their end result of what you're seeing today is not how they started, okay? And if you want some other inspirational, wonderful stories and lessons, get my book, Follows and Likes, Is This All That I'm Worth? And I guarantee that will make you feel better. Good content. Just like I said in the beginning, you are what you think. Therefore, what are you consuming that's making you think in a not a good way? And how can you change that? And what can you consume so that your mind is aligned with what you ultimately want for your life? Okay? So, until next time, you can have 100% confidence in yourself, starting with now.